Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Polina and this is Elemental Face Yoga. My channel is all about how to help your face age naturally and gracefully using effective facial toning exercises, massage and acupressure to get your face noticeable results that last. With the face exercises, massage and acupressure techniques, I want to show you that it is possible and enjoyable to maintain your radiance and your beauty at any age. In this video, I show you how to correct nasolabial folds on the face. Nasolabial folds are the deep lines and grooves that run from the nostril down to the mouth corners, and they can deepen as we age. The key to keeping the nasolabial folds at bay is to work on lifting the cheek muscles to make sure that they help to prevent the cheek sliding and collecting at the lines. And essentially, nasolabial fold is the collection of the cheek muscles as it slid down as a result of gravity, aging, etc. So we will strengthen the muscles of the mid and upper cheeks, Zygomaticus major and minor, and also a muscle called Buccinator. Plus, we will strengthen the eye muscles, especially the low part of our Orbicularis Oculi to give that extra boost and support, working alongside the cheeks. Are you ready? Come and join me. Let's start by taking a deep breath in through the nose as we close our eyes, centering ourselves, exhaling, a relaxing tension that we might feel in our facial muscles, upper body and neck. Once more, inhale, deep breath in here through the nose. And then exhale, letting go of tension, tightness. Slowly opening the eyes. Let's start with our first exercise, lifting through the mid cheeks. Let's go ahead and position our index fingers. If you find your nasolabial fold, and we're going to position it right at the start of this fold, just slightly above the mouth corner, so make sure that you're not pressing into the cheeks. The fingers will help us to lift the cheek muscles from this point. Let's go ahead and imagine in our head that we will lift the cheeks up towards our temples and the top of our ears. So it's this section here. Let's go ahead and do that in 5 counts, lifting the cheeks out and up through these lines. You're going to have to connect with your mind to the muscles and engage and pull the cheeks back. So in this one, you have a high smile, fairly high smile here with your teeth revealed. And then you're going to hold this contraction with the cheeks pulling back. Hold this. Hold this. Try not to squeeze with the eyes. So feel these muscles here. These are our Buccinator muscles engaging. Inhaling, exhaling, and then slowly releasing all the way back down. Let's do this again. Relax completely. Reposition the fingers. So here we go on the start of our laughter line. And then from there, again, we're going to go ahead and open and lift and pull back, imagining that we have elastic bands. And this is a visualization to help us engage the muscles and contract them. Hold this position. So the fingers there just simply aiding you to lift the muscles. They're not really pushing, pulling, or doing anything else. And another breath in, increase the engagement, and then slowly count of 5 to relax. Release everything back down. Take a breath in and out. Next, we're going to engage the upper portion of our cheeks on both sides. These are our Zygomaticus muscles, and they would attach to the line here and all the way up towards the eye and then up towards the temple. So our engagement will be towards the temples. We have our fingertips now positioned in the midsection of our laughter line. Taking a breath in and out. And now imagining the cheeks are lifting a little bit higher and pulling back towards the temples. And imagine you've got that line going all the way into the hair. The cheeks are trying to reach back. So slightly higher smile. So without the hands, it looks like that. So my teeth are more visible. My lip is slightly, upper lip is slightly more lifted. But here I'm holding this position with just my cheeks pulling back. I'm not actually smiling here, although it looks like a smile. My cheek muscles are the ones that are doing the work here. Pulling back with your mind, with your actual physical muscles, and then slowly releasing all the way back down. Again, count of 5 to relax. Again, we're going to reposition the fingers. So the midsection of our nasolabial fold here, or the laughter line, and then from there coming up again towards the temples with our cheeks. And let's lift 5 counts. And feeling this contraction here on both sides. Coming up towards the temples, try and relax the muscles under the eyes, inhaling. Exhaling, slowly releasing. Slowly releasing down. Taking another breath in and out and positioning our fingers right at the top of the nasolabial fold, just next to the nostrils. So this time we're going to engage the cheeks straight up towards the outer corner of the eye and midsection of the eye. So it's going to be a straight up lift. So we go coming up with these cheeks here. So make sure they haven't just simply squeezed with the eyes, although it may look like it. It's actually here. If you were to prod the cheek muscles, you will feel that they're tense and contracted, lifted. And the whole of the upper lip is lifted and most of the teeth, upper teeth, are visible. Breathing here. Drop a little bit more through here, through this section, next to the nose, so, against the nasalis muscle, and up towards the inner to outer corner of the eye, and then slowly release. Relax. Again, reposition the fingers. And start from here, from where you're holding, starting to engage the muscles, lift them from here, almost like coming into a mini snarl here. Lift up. Lift up. There will be a little bit of creasing under the eyes just because the cheeks came up and they push the eye muscles up, but we're not engaged in the eyes. We're not squeezing here with the eyes. Yeah, there's a difference. Wonderful. Just keep breathing there. Stay there with me here for a little bit more engagement. Wonderful. And then slowly release everything back down. We're going to relax the face and we're going to relax the hands. Let's take a breath in and out. Now connect to your cheeks, so you will feel here through the top and the middle part of the cheeks that you have done some work. There should be a sensation of tightness, maybe tingling or some warmth. Register that sensation. Take another breath in and out. Now from here, going on to the next section, we're going to work a little bit around the mouth, but still working with the cheeks quite a lot. And simply understanding this anatomy, as you have seen in the photo that I have shown, that the slackening of the cheeks, if the cheeks were to slide down, they are the ones that are going to just hit against the nasolabial fold and create a deep line, groove, and kind of fold in there. So by pulling the cheeks back up, which is what we've just been doing, we were lifting them, it actually helps to smooth this line and groove over. All right, next exercise, wrapping our lips in together or in towards the inside of the mouth. And I want you to notice in the mirror as you wrap the lips in whether you've created lines along the lips. So we should try and smooth out a little bit. So wrap in a way that holds it in a much more spacious way here around the lips. Wrapping in. Try not to engage into the cheeks too much. I'm bringing your mouth corners, rather than pulling the mouth corners back towards the face, bringing the mouth corners slightly forward so that you lose that connection into the cheek. So it's the difference between to that. My mouth corner simply just moved into a neutral position. Now I want you to hold that position so you have a little gap between your lips, wrapped in lips. And now I want you to lift the mouth corners up towards the temples. Again, you're going to visualize this movement, both from the mind and from the physical muscles. And you're going to release the mouth corners back down, again, lift them again, whilst keeping the same wrapped in sensation with your lips. We have 10 of these. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see. Noticing that I'm not simply squeezing with my eyes to lift my cheeks. Otherwise, you would be working the eye muscles. We want to work the cheek muscles. 2 more times. And then slowly release. Take a breath in and out. I want us to do the same movement now. So we're here working straight away with this section. This is where there's a lot of overhang. If you have very pronounced nasolabial folds, the mid-cheeks have possibly collapsed. So we're pulling that midsection of the cheeks back with this exercise, and with the next one that I'm going to show you, which is going to be a variation on what we've just done. So hold your hands on the outer edges of your face and pull it back somewhat. So here we will feel much smoother around our nasolabial fold as we're gathering the muscle back. And I want you to hold through the whole of that section of the hand, including these parts. Now go back to the same wrap of the lips in. Create a little gap. And again, try and draw up the mouth corners towards the temples and release them. It's going to be much harder because we're pulling the muscle back and holding it in that position, but you're still going to activate a lot of connection into those mid-cheek muscles. So we go. And simply working with the mouth corners, pulling them back, and then making them go back to neutral, pulling them back, making them go back to neutral. So we're in the scooped in position with our lips. It's not an O shape. Last two. Last one, and slowly release, relax everything down. Let's take a breath in, maybe roll our shoulders back and exhale. Now let's go back to the same scoop as we've just practiced. Just there. So noticing we're not positioning, these are the lips that are wrapped in rather than positioning them into an O shape, which is different. This is an O shape. And this is a scoop. So with the scoop, it's much better if you have any aging around the lips or the mouth, because it prevents further lines from being created. So this is the new technique that I am offering for working with nasolabial folds, because we have to have a certain wrap with the mouth. So just follow me on this one here and practice with me and see how you feel. So we go wrapping the lips in, holding that position. Wonderful. Hold that. Relax a little bit into the cheeks, again by making the mouth corners come into a neutral position. And now from there, create a little gap between your lips. Pull the top lip down a little bit more so you feel the pull over the nasolabial folds and smoothness, and kind of bring the whole shape forward a little bit. Yeah, so we're trying to smooth out these lines with this hold. And now with both index fingers, draw the lines of energy up and down. So we're not actually touching the face. So I'm just hovering above my face, above the nasolabial fold, and I'm going up and down. So we're bringing extra energy and blood circulation there with just our attention and focus. And it also helps us to pull that top lip over more, creating more smoothing effect here over the lines. Let's try that. Relax into the cheek. So hold all of that pull over that top lip. Keep breathing. Wrap the bottom lip as well in a smooth way. So again, you're not creating puckering around the lips. And then release slowly down. Go ahead and just shake out through the cheeks, inhaling, exhaling. This is just to loosen out any tension with contracting and releasing the muscles. So here we're just doing a little bit of release, just vibrating the muscles. Okay, let's move on to the next technique. Next technique will work with the muscles under the eyes. So Our cheek muscles come from here, go all the way up. They attach into, of course, into the temple, but also the upper cheeks have that attachment into the outer edges of the eye. So if there's a slackening here through the eye muscles and weakening, this is going to be collapsing the upper cheeks and therefore collapsing into the fold. Yeah, so we want to keep the lower eyes also in tip-top condition, so they work together with the cheeks to hold the face up so that the folds are less visible and completely diminished in some cases. So let's go ahead and work with the lower eyelids. So what I want you to do is to position your index fingers there, just between the middle section of the eye and outer section of the eye, just there. Take a breath in, so look straight ahead, chin parallel to the floor. And now draw up the eyes, so the lower eyelid. So you're coming into a little squint, but nothing happening in the forehead or between the eyebrows, and releasing. And again, drawing up and releasing. And now my fingers just sitting on top. They're not pushing down. Yeah, so they're not pushing down. This is important that we're not pulling the skin down. So engage and releasing. You feel like a little shaking here on the outer edges of the eyes. We're targeting just this portion of Orbicularis Oculi, yeah, in as much as we can. The inner portion will also work a little bit, but the main focus is really here because this is where we're holding, these are our weights, holding our weight. So again, let's draw up and release. Again, I want you to just take a look, draw up and release. And you always, when you're working with the video, when you're working with me, you have a little table mirror there on your desk or wherever you are, so that you're able to see your positioning. So once you can see what we're doing, and we're doing several repetitions here, just always check in your mirror, making sure that you're not over squeezing anywhere else. So my whole face is relaxed, just my under eyes are engaging. Last two, last one, and release. And go ahead now on top of the cheekbones, not right under the eyes, but on top of the cheekbones, again, shake out very gently so that we lose that tension in the muscles with contraction, release that we've just been doing. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. So take your index and middle fingers, and what we're going to do is we're just going to flick down and outwards on the nasolabial folds all the way through, from the nostril to the mouth corner and all the way back up, little flicks. And you're gonna take them to a slightly more kind of active flick here, both sides. Try and relax into this. This is releasing tension here. So sometimes also we have so much tension in the face that everything gathers up into those folds. So we're releasing tension as well as smoothing out. So I am just going up and down, flick-like motion here. And we don't need to have oil for this one. I trust that your face has been moisturized from the morning when you applied your skincare from earlier on, which is enough for our facial strengthening routine that we're doing. A few more times. So here, breathing through, inhaling, exhaling out. Last two times. Good, releasing, and then switching to little pinches. So index and thumb pinching. So mouth corner all the way up on the line to the nostril, all the way down, pinching into the muscle. So noticing I'm not pulling anything out. I'm actually pinching in and I'm staying on the muscle, both sides. Inhale, exhale. Noticing if it's tender as you pinching here. That means tension in the muscle. Keeping your rest of the face relaxed, head in neutral position. So we're going to pinch up on the nasolabial folds here. I'm going to make us look a little bit pinky here in these areas, but that means blood circulation is boosted, which is great news for us. We're going to take that pinch all the way through the cheeks, and you can switch to 3 fingers here, adding your mid finger as well. Pinch all the way through the cheeks. We have worked the cheeks today. Hopefully you have felt some connection there and you felt your cheek muscles working, plus the eye muscles working and the mouth muscles working. We have actually used a lot of muscles here in this workout. So our whole face is benefiting, but a special focus here on lifting and smoothing those nasolabial folds. Let's come on to the jawline. Again, pinch into the jawline here. Big breath in and out. Good. Release your arms. Give everything a little roll there through the shoulders. Inhale. exhale. Thank you for practicing this video with me today, which was focusing on correcting, diminishing, and smoothing out nasolabial folds on the face. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you do this daily for about 4 to 6 weeks until the desired results are achieved. And then after that, you can go into maintenance phase with 4 to 5 times a week. And hopefully you should have good results by doing that. Leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, and also if you're not a subscriber, do go ahead and subscribe to my channel to receive videos from me on how to age naturally and gracefully. And if you're interested in having a personal face yoga program done for you by me, I now offer online consultations, and all details of that can be found on my website, radiantyears.co.uk/faceyoga. Have a fantastic day today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!